Hey there. So welcome to your instructional video for leash manners and leash direction for Bean. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a collar that I've put on him. He is now wearing a small little prong collar, which we'll show you more. If you've seen these before, sometimes called a pinch collar, they are oftentimes given a bum rap because people think that they're unkind. The reality is that they're one of the best, kindest, most laid-back tools that you could have. So the reason that I put Bean on one of these is because Bean has so much excitement right now. He's so prone to overexcitement. When his brain gets like that, especially when he's out in the world and on leash, when his brain starts to spin that fast, it isn't that he's being stubborn, it's that he truly cannot perceive cues and communication that you're giving him. So what the prong does is, imagine that this is just a regular old collar that he's wearing. We call him a flat collar. And here's his neck, right? So he's walking along, and if he starts to pull, all he's getting is this kind of signal. And it's more of a pushback than anything else. And that does two things. One, it puts pressure on his trachea, which is not healthy. And two, when it puts pressure on his trachea, it slows the flow of air, which makes his brain even more excited. So on a regular flat collar, what that does when he starts to pull is actually make his brain move faster, make him less able to pick up on your cues, and make him more scattered and more excited. So that, not a good option. Now, when he's in one, oh, here's a good example. Imagine this is the collar. When he's in one of those, if we say here, we can always loosen and pop, but it's gonna be a second of communication, and it's gonna be like this. It's not gonna have a lot of effect on his excited brain. A prong collar, in the alternative, he's walking along, here's his neck, excited brain, and the prong collar does this. When he gets this signal, it is more relevant to his brain than this signal. This, it's like if I patted you on the shoulder lightly and you were distracted, you may not notice it. But if I did this to you and you were distracted, I'd get your attention. The prong collar does not pierce, it does not create any kind of injury to him, and I'll show you the prong. But I love it for really powerful dogs, for dogs with crazy high prey drive, and then for dogs like him who are prone to overexcitement. And as you're gonna see in the videos, he responds beautifully to it. I took him out and I got him acclimated. So here's the first thing that I want you to do. We're gonna go back over the walk protocol, but before you go on a walk, I want you to take just 2 minutes to warm up his brain and get him on his game. So you can walk him on your right side or your left side, whichever side you like, but make him stay in his lane, whichever lane that is. And it might depend on what direction you're headed. But if he's on your right side, he has to stay on your right side. On your left side, he has to stay on your left. So loose leash in the here position. First, we're gonna do a couple of circles. You've seen me do this in video. Here, buddy. I give him a little tap. Good boy. Here. Good. It's very gentle. So I want him to just get his head in the here game. He's on the inside of me. You've seen this before. And we just do a few circles. Now, what I want you to notice is that when I talk to him using the prong, I just do this, a little bop bop. It's a wrist move. You should never whack, hey buddy, what you doing? You should never whack him. It's just a bop bop, just to get his attention, that's all it takes. So do a couple of circles and then do this, direction changes. Here, Bubby. Good boy. There we go, here, and we walk away. Look, he's already into it. The idea is to catch him off guard. Here. So you walk, good boy. So you walk away and you want him to see your back. So just do a couple of those, and now let's go on a walk. If Deb, you'll follow me to the street. So I'm gonna walk him on my right for no particular reason, other than that I'm right-handed. And if you'll come this way, Deb. So I always start a walk out in the here position. Notice how relaxed. Here, buddy. Good boy. See how, look at him. The signal matters to him. The signal connects with his brain. Now, I'm keeping him in his lane. He doesn't get to cross over. Good boy. If he starts to wander, like if I take him closer to the grass, here, buddy. When he is in here, he does not get to sniff or pee or poop. When he's in here, he just gets to walk with me, sweet as he could be. Now, I don't care if he gets a little ahead of me. See this? I don't care. As long as I'm loose. If it gets a little tight, I go here. Good boy. And I give him a little tap, tap. Beautiful. So if I'm walking past somebody, walking past a dog or kids or something that makes him excited, I'm putting him in here as soon as I know, early intervention. Now, we're walking in here, and then whenever I feel like it, break. And he gets to wander out. So let's let him go sniffy, sniffy. Loose leash. So remember, when he's in here or in break, as long as the leash is loose, we're good. So this in break is when he gets to, good boy, sniff, explore, pee, poop, whatever. And it's totally up to you how often you put him in break versus here. It may depend on the situation, but it's your call. There's no right or wrong. It doesn't have to be exactly 50-50. Doesn't matter. Now, I'm ready to move. B, here, little tap. And I said here, so I'm putting him in here. Now, I could have said, let's go. If I said, let's go, then he's not in here. But I said here. Here, good, and I'm giving him a little tap. Because remember, he's still in the learning stages. So I want to give him as much instruction as I can. Here. So I'm literally just with 2 fingers tapping it. So nice. So he does this, he's here. He's not allowed to go sniff because he's in here. Good boy. Good boy. Even when he sniffs the ground here, if he puts that nose on the ground, I'm gonna pick it up and be like, buddy. Sniffing is prey drive. Prey drive is when we're in break. Break. Now he can sniff anything he wants to, or not, okay? If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll talk more about the prong collar. Over and out.